What is happening? Hope everyone is doing well. We have a Starbucks Grande Blonde Latte. I want to chat about automate, delegate, remove. Today, I want to chat about mindset. Today, I want to chat about becoming a lifelong learner. Today, we are talking about sales processes. So we're going to title these live sessions Cody. Good day. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're staying safe out there. If this is your first time, either A, tuning into the Coffee with Cody, or B, you're listening back to the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Really, the purpose behind these episodes is to really help the entrepreneurial community with mindset and marketing knowledge to help them build, grow, and scale their business in the online space. We work with passionate, energetic entrepreneurs. And really, kind of how all this Coffee with Cody really started was really based around a conversation that I had with the team, and just really realizing that we're doing so many interviews, and we continue to do so many interviews on the Studio PTPO podcast. And that podcast really helped. Like, we've interviewed entrepreneurs. We just had Jim Estill from Bambi Appliances on our show, and really, it's just a series of learning, and it's been a learning journey that we've been on. I've really been devoted to becoming a lifelong learner. It's taking all of these learnings that we've got from different clients, from mentors, from podcasts, distilling it down to about a 10 to 15 minute episode, and just trying to provide massive value back to the entrepreneurial community. So thank you for tuning into Coffee with Cody. We are actually on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all of that good stuff. Find us, leave us a review. Would be greatly appreciated. That's really the premise. And today I want to chat about something that I've been learning a lot lately, and it's like it feels like we're adding, and I'm constantly learning. Have you ever really struggled in your business to really get to the next level? Like, you feel like you're doing absolutely everything inside the business, and I feel like entrepreneurs, we often get stuck in our own head. And I feel like, because I know this for myself, I feel like a lot of times as even operators, as you know, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're running a real estate team, you like to have your hands in multiple pots. And ultimately what that does is it pulls you left and right. So if you've ever, I don't know about you, have you ever been pulled left and right? I know that I have. All of a sudden I'm here and then I'm over here. And what I want to chat about today is something that I believe that hiring a good team, but B, putting really solid systems and processes around them. And I've seen this firsthand. I've learned this first, and then I've implemented this second from learning experiences from different entrepreneurs, different business owners that really have taught the importance of A, hiring a team, but B, giving them the systems, the support, and the process to actually, give them the opportunity to succeed at a high level. And that's really what I want to chat about today. I want to chat about a few things that we're doing here at Studio PTPO and how we've seen tremendous growth inside our business and how we continue to see a tremendous growth. But ultimately chat about like, if you're a real estate agent, how you can find different support, different help to essentially allow you to do the things that you truly love. And I've chatted about this before, but the idea of automate, delegate, remove. I had a really massive epiphany after interviewing hundreds of entrepreneurs on the Studio PTPO podcast. They continue to have a bunch of epiphanies, but I had an epiphany back in February. I went to a Brendan Burchard conference, and I'll keep talking about this because this was a key shifting moment in my life that really helped me understand that you can go a lot quicker with the right processes and the right systems inside your business. You can also go a lot quicker with the right people. So I just like the biggest thing I really want to get across, and it was something that, like, when I was actually in when I was in San Diego, I was like, Brad Burchard says something really unique. He says, a lot of you entrepreneurs are struggling inside your business. A lot of you entrepreneurs are struggling, even if you have teams, or even if you have a partner, or even if you have, and many people, you're struggling because you're taking on too much. You're not automating enough, you're not delegating enough, and you're not removing enough. And I think that this learning experience applies very, very well to how you can actually set up, a process inside your business and actually start to manage from a higher level versus having to get in the weeds on a day in and day out basis. And I think that having a good process and having a good system actually helps create that. So I'm going to go through a few things that we've done inside our business, and I hope that this helps. I hope this provides massive value, because I know a lot of businesses that are really growing and scaling do this. So the first thing that every business owner I believe inside your business, something I've learned from different books such as Traction, every business owner should have a daily huddle. You should have a daily meeting. I think that this is something that if you have a team, or even if it's just you and another person, that 15-minute meeting to the point, just to begin to develop kind of a schedule and like what you essentially want to do. So our daily meetings go a little bit like this. So every meeting to every day at 10:03, we do a daily huddle. And what that daily huddle looks like is we have a system and process for how we actually get through our jobs in 15 to 20 minutes, and we're constantly tweaking. And this is the beautiful thing about systems and processes. Once you have them in place, you can tweak them, and but you need to have a blueprint to allow your people to thrive. Obviously, I think the best analogy that I've ever been given is that you could take the best athlete and put them on the shittiest team, and they're not going to perform. So that's why systems and processes is so important. And I've really come to realize this, and I've seen this even from my Best Buy days. Like, you look at a company that is just massive, Fortune 500 company, and they have a system and process for everything because that allows you to scale. And I think when a lot of clients come to us, a lot of entrepreneurs, they're passionate, they're energetic, and they want to move their business forward, but they don't really have a clear understanding of how they actually get their clients from point A to point B to point C. But even internally, so once they actually get the client, they don't know what's the next step, and they create a lot of guesswork in their systems. And this is something that we have really worked on, and we continually work on. For example, just the other day, we realized that from the point that we actually get a new client, there was a little bit of we didn't have radical clarity around what the next step was. So one of our account managers, Jairus, reached out via Slack. We use Slack as a channel. And what he said that was really unique is he came to us with a solution. Here's the 8 steps of how we get somebody from the time that they decide to work with us to the handoff. And that's something that's super important. It's like, I really believe that systems and processes, if you begin to actually look at the holistic view of the business, that if you were to hire the right people, but give them the right processes, you create momentum inside the business. And I've seen this even with my own life. So back to the daily huddles. I know I'm kind of ranting now, but it's something I'm super passionate about. So the daily huddles, essentially what they look like, if you even implement one thing with your team, this is honestly, in my opinion, one of the biggest things that's really brought our team together. It's just this idea of like, we go through a scorecard. So we have our own scorecard of like, where are we at? We have a scoreboard that essentially shows us where are we at in regards to leads, where are we at in regards to our metrics, where are we at in regards to, revenue, profit, all that stuff. And what we really want to do is identify as a team, are we on track? Or are we not on track? One of my favorite people in the world, Bob Gover, talks about a scoreboard all the time, about having a financial scoreboard inside your business. It's something that's super important. That's what we cover in the daily huddles. Quick 2 minutes. We cover wins. So we cover, have there been any wins? We celebrate as a team. And then we kind of move into to the point jobs. It's like, what did you accomplish yesterday? And what are you going to accomplish today? And at the end of every day, something new we've actually just implemented is end of day reports. So end of day reporting gives us the understanding of like, okay, we have this 15-minute meeting, gives us this daily huddle where we come together. But then we have these end of day reports. It's like, what did you do? Did you manage your schedule right? And then we have like literally a list of 10 questions that we try to ask ourselves every day. And I think that when you do this, even on a micro level, obviously there's macro processes that you need to implement as far as delivery. But when you even begin to look at the small things, like what are things that you're doing that you're creating guesswork, or what are things that are creating guesswork inside your business? So, begin to ask yourself these questions, like where is there guesswork, and how can I implement a system or a process that eliminates the guesswork? And I think that's really been the biggest epiphany that we've had as a business over the last little while. Is like anything where there's even a sense of guesswork, let's put a system there, because if we can put a system or a process there and eliminate the guesswork, we create momentum. And when you create momentum as an entrepreneur, we're constantly we're constantly wanting to grow, especially if you're a passionate, energetic entrepreneur, which is a lot of the entrepreneurs we look to work with, or a lot of real estate agents that we look to work with. They're passionate, energetic real estate teams that are growing. And the easiest way to remove the noise and pressure, in my opinion, and what I've learned, is to actually implement a system, implement a process that can help you in any area where there's even the smallest amount of guesswork. If there's a small amount of guesswork, implement a system. If you're like, I wonder who this goes to, implement a system. Like come back into Jairus, for example. We thought we had a clear system from the time that we actually, our business developer hands off the account manager, but we didn't have an actual checklist of things that we can actually check off from the time that the business developer hands it off to the account manager to make the actual, to book our onboarding call, to book our post-launch call. These are all things that I would highly encourage you, entrepreneur, business owner, real estate agent, whatever you are, if you're in the business world, to create a system and a process for your people wherever there's guesswork. Because guesswork, just at the end of the day, you end up getting pulled back into the weeds if there's any guesswork. And the more that you can implement more systems and more processes to actually help, remove yourself from the day-to-day operations, the quicker things go. Because when you can focus on higher level thinking things, when you can focus on the growth of the business, when you can focus on the vision and where you're headed and your mission and your values and all the things that move the organization forward. And again, coming back to the automate, delegate, remove, when you can focus on the high level thinking things, you can actually move your organization forward at a faster, rapid rate. So thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Coffee with Cody. I'm going to keep these short. I'm going to keep these to the point. If there's any topics that you want us to cover, if there's something that was covered specifically on a studio PTPO podcast and you want us to kind of go more in depth, because we do a lot of communication back and forth with our potential clients, with our actual guests rather. If there's any topics you want covered, throw them in the comment section below. Send me a personal message. I'd be happy to cover any topic. Really, the goal of these Coffee with Cody's is to really help equip passionate, energetic entrepreneurs with marketing and mindset knowledge to help them build, grow, and scale their business online. That's our mission. That's where we're headed towards. We're here to help real estate teams. We're here to help real estate agents and passionate, energetic entrepreneurs. I thank you so much for tuning in another episode of Coffee with Cody. One other thing before we go. Just so you know, we are launching a brand new program inside of our studio, PTPO Marketing Hacks, where we are going to interview guest coaches. And they're actually going to do not even interview. We're going to actually give them the floor to teach our community, Studio PTPO Marketing Hacks. We are calling this program, correct? I hope that I'm saying this right. We're calling this, like we used to have the Studio PTPO Fireside Chats. We've decided to eliminate that inside of the Studio PTPO Marketing Hacks. We're creating a new thing that we're launching, a new training program that's absolutely free for anyone inside of the Studio PTPO Marketing Hacks group. Just search it on Facebook, and it's called what is it called? It's called Mindset and Studio PTPO Mindset and Business Secrets. It's going to be some training. It's going to be 45 minutes of training. There's going to be it's going to generally probably be about a 3-week training. So it's going to be intensive. It's going to give you the opportunity to come with any questions. And we're going to actually get key industry people to talk about sales training. We have our very first one. I'm not going to expose who it is, but our very first one is going to actually be around sales and marketing. So specifically around building a sales team, what to look for, and industry experts to actually come in and provide massive value back to our Studio PTPO Marketing Hacks group. So if you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're a real estate agent, you're going to want to get inside of the Studio PTPO Marketing Hacks. We're giving away a ton of free training to provide massive value back to the business community, because it's our mission to help equip and passionate, energetic entrepreneurs with marketing and mindset knowledge to help them build, grow, and scale their business online. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Coffee with Cody. Hope you're having a great day. I hope you go out and you begin to implement systems and processes in positions where there is any guesswork inside of your business, because the more that you can implement systems and processes inside the business, the more momentum you create, the less noise that you actually create inside the business, and the faster the business grows. When you find a team, you give them the systems and processes, you eliminate all the guesswork, and that's really when business starts to grow and when you are in momentum as an entrepreneur. But the other element is that it just eliminates noise and pressure, and like getting stuck in your own head. It's not a good feeling. I've been there, and I hope that this helps. Biggest key takeaway, I hope that you begin to implement a daily meeting inside your business. I think that this is something that's been really massive for us. 15 minutes to the point. Go back, listen to even ours. If you have any questions about how we implement our daily meetings, throw me a message. Be happy. Again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Coffee with Cody. We will see you soon.